this. Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Mandel here, and I've got something absolutely life-changing to share with you today. If you're a senior or you love someone who is, you're up like this, I want you to stop scrolling and give me just a few minutes, because what I'm about to tell you could drastically improve your leg strength, mobility, and independence, all in as little as 12 hours. And yes, it's backed by science. Now, I know it sounds too good to be true. But listen, I've spent decades in clinical practice, and when the research lines up with results I see in real people like you, I talk about it. So what's this Oni food that could literally help you stand taller, walk better, and even reduce your risk of falls? It's something simple, but something ancient. And it's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. I want to talk today about something so simple, yet so powerful, that might just change the way you look at food forever. It's about one food, just one, that has the ability to support, strengthen, and literally rebuild the muscles in your legs, arms, and body. Not some exotic superfood, not a powder, not a pill. Nope, I'm talking about something that many of you already have sitting in your refrigerator right now. EGGS, whole, natural, real eggs. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Dr. Mandel, aren't eggs full of cholesterol? Didn't they used to tell us not to eat too many? Yes, they did. But the science has changed. And I'm here to tell you eggs are not your enemy. In fact, they might be your new best friend. Let me explain why this matters, especially for my seniors out there. As we get older, something happens inside our bodies. It's called sarcopenia, the natural loss of muscle mass that comes with aging. After the age of 50, we start to lose as much as 1-2% of our muscle mass every year. That adds up fast, And guess where it hits hardest? The legs. Why does this matter? Because when your legs get weaker, everything gets harder. Standing up, walking to the bathroom, climbing a step, getting out of a chair. These things you used to do without thinking, they start to feel like a chore. And the weaker your legs get, the more you sit. And the more you sit, the weaker your muscles become. It's a dangerous cycle. But here's the good news. You can reverse it. Not completely overnight, but you can absolutely slow it down and even regain strength, starting with what you put in your body. Now back to eggs. Eggs are what we call a complete protein. That means they contain all 9 essential amino acids. These are the building blocks your body needs to repair, rebuild, and maintain muscle tissue. And your body cannot make these on its own. You must get them from food. Not all protein is created equal, my friends. Some plant proteins are incomplete. They're missing a few pieces of the puzzle. But eggs, they've got everything. And one of those amino acids is called leucine, and this is a big one. Leucine acts like a trigger in your body. It flips the switch on a process called muscle protein synthesis, which is just a fancy way of saying, hey, muscles, it's time to build. This is exactly what your aging muscles need. Especially after you've moved, exercised, even just gone about your daily life. And here's the beautiful thing. Eggs have a high leucine content naturally, up like this. That means eating 2.3 whole eggs gives your body the exact signal. It needs to start rebuilding your muscles, particularly the ones in your legs that have been declining over time. Let's look at the yolk for a second. A lot of people still think the yolk is bad. I'm here to tell you that's old news. The yolk is where you'll find choline healthy fats, vitamin D, vitamin B12, and antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin that are good for your brain and eyes. But more than that, the yolk works together with the white to deliver maximum nutrition. When you eat the whole egg, you get a balanced meal in one small package. This is why I always tell my seniors, don't skip the yolk, don't fear cholesterol. In fact, research now shows that eating eggs, even up to 3 per day, does not significantly increase your risk of heart disease if you're generally healthy. In many cases, it can actually improve your HDL, the good cholesterol, and help regulate other markers in the blood. Here's the bottom line. If your muscles are shrinking, if your legs feel weak, if you're having trouble getting around like you used to, there is no single food more powerful, more accessible, and more scientifically supported than the humble egg. You don't need a supplement. You don't need an expensive protein shake. You just need to crack, cook, and eat. But here's the catch. Consistency matters. Lift your knee up like this. You can't eat an egg once and expect to jump out of your chair like you're 30 again. That's not how the body works. But you can start giving your body the raw materials it needs to make real changes. And it doesn't take months to notice a difference. Studies have shown that after a leucine-rich meal, again, eggs are high in leucine. Muscle protein synthesis can increase within just 4 to 12 hours. That means your muscles are already responding the same day. It's not a miracle. It's biology. It's your body doing what it was designed to do when you give it the right fuel. So let's make this practical. What should you do? Tomorrow morning, or even today, go to your kitchen, and make yourself 2 or 3 whole eggs. Cook them how you like, boiled, poached, scrambled with a little olive oil. Add some spinach, maybe some avocado, and drink a glass of water. That's a breakfast your body will thank you for. Then just get up and move. Take a walk. Do a few leg lifts while you sit in your chair. March in place while brushing your teeth. It's whatever your body allows. Give it 12 hours. And start noticing how you feel. You might feel a little stronger, a little steadier, a little more confident when you stand up or walk across the room. That's not in your head. That's real change happening inside your body. And it all started with one food, one choice, one small action that says, I'm not done yet. I'm taking my strength back. My friends, the egg is not just breakfast. It's a tool for healing. It's nature's multivitamin, your muscle's best friend, like this. And one of the most powerful things you can eat as you age. So don't underestimate the simple things. Don't underestimate yourself. Your body was designed to heal. Just give it the chance. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and as always, make it a great day. Knee up like this. I want to bring you some hope, real hope. Not hype, not guesswork. I'm talking about something you can feel, sometimes in just 12 hours. And yes, it's backed by science. Let me ask you a simple question. Have you noticed your legs getting weaker? Do you have more trouble getting up out of a chair, climbing stairs, or simply walking across the room than you used to? You're not alone. As we age, the muscles in our lower body, especially our thighs and calves, start to lose mass and strength. This process doesn't happen all at once. It's gradual. So you don't always notice until you hit a point where daily things just feel harder. Maybe your balance feels off. Maybe your legs feel shaky. Lift your knee up like this. Maybe you're holding onto walls or just to move around. That's your body sending a signal. Help me rebuild. Now here's the good news. And I want you to really let this sink. Eyeing this, you can start rebuilding those muscles and feel real improvement within just 12 hours of eating the right food. I'm not talking about lifting heavy weights or joining a gym like this. I'm talking about feeding your body a specific kind of fuel, one that speaks directly to your muscles and says, it's time to grow. When you eat a leucine-rich food like whole eggs, your body begins a powerful process called muscle protein synthesis. That's the scientific term for what happens when your body takes protein from food and turns it into new muscle tissue. And get this, this process doesn't take days or weeks to start. It begins within just a few hours after your meal. In fact, there's a study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults, even into their 70s and 80s, who consumed a meal with high-quality protein, particularly rich in leucine, experienced a significant boost in muscle protein synthesis within just 4 to 12 hours. That means your muscles start repairing and rebuilding the same day. Let that sink in. That's how responsive your body still is. Even in your senior years, like this. I can't tell you how many times I've had a patient come to me and say, Doc, I'm just too old to get strong again. And I look them in the eye and say, that's simply not true. You're not done. Your body is waiting on you to give it the right tools. Let me explain what happens when you eat the right kind of protein like whole eggs. First, your stomach breaks it down into amino acids. These amino acids travel into your bloodstream and head straight to your muscle tissue. Your muscles then use them to repair tiny tears, restore energy, and build new fibers. And among all those amino acids, leucine is the one that acts like the foreman on a construction site. It gives the order to start building muscle. Now, I'm not saying you're going to jump up and run a marathon after one meal, but I am saying that within half a day, your muscles will be more active, more responsive, and beginning the healing process. That means the next time you stand up, your legs might feel a little more stable. The next time you walk across the kitchen, you may feel a little more control. And every time you eat this way, you reinforce this process. You build a little more strength. You add another brick to the foundation. And guess what? The more consistent you are, the stronger you become. Not in years, not even in weeks. We're talking days to start feeling better and hours for your muscles to activate that rebuilding mode. Let's be honest, many seniors are protein deficient. They're eating light breakfasts, toast, cereal, maybe some fruit. But those meals are missing what the body really needs to maintain strength, quality protein. And more specifically, leucine-rich protein. When you start your day with 2 to 3 whole eggs, you're not just filling your stomach, you're sending a biological signal to your body to start rejuvenating your muscles, especially those in your legs and core, the ones that are so vital for movement and independence. I want to be crystal clear here. This is not a miracle. It's not a gimmick. It's your own biology doing what it was designed to do. Your body wants to be ready, but it needs the raw material to do it. And that raw material is found in nutrient-dense whole foods like the egg. I know some of you are worried about cholesterol, but recent studies show that for most people, eating whole eggs, including the yolk, does not raise the risk of heart disease. In fact, it can improve your good cholesterol, HDL, and support your brain, nerves, and hormones. You get protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and most importantly, leucine. It's a complete package. Now here's something else I want you to think about. Your muscles don't just support movement. They also support your metabolism, your immune system, and even your brain health. When your muscles are healthier, you have better energy, less fatigue, and sharper thinking. You become more stable on your feet, reducing your risk of falls and injuries. So when I tell you that eating the right food can lead to noticeable improvements in just 12 hours, I'm not exaggerating. You may not see the muscle, but you can feel it. A bit more energy, a steadier walk, less of that wobbly feeling when you go to sit or stand. And when you repeat this process day after day, you're literally turning back the clock on muscle decline. Slowly, consistently, powerfully, all from a few eggs out that. So here's what I want you to do tomorrow, or better yet, today. Make yourself a breakfast or lunch that includes 2 to 3 whole eggs. Cook them however you like, but keep the yolk. Pair it with something green, maybe spinach or kale, maybe half an avocado or a few berries. Then move, stand up, take a walk down the hall. March in place. Use the strength that your body is building. Let the movement combine with the food. And watch what happens over the next several hours. Don't wait until your legs give out to make a change. Start now. Meal, one motion, one message to your muscles. It's time to grow. You deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel steady. And science proves you're not too old. Not even close. Think like this. Your body is more capable than you've been told. Let's feed it the right way. Let's move it gently. Let's believe in the power of real food and real results. Starting in as little as 12 hours, you've got this. My friend, stay strong, stay positive. And as always, make like this. I want to talk to you today about something incredibly powerful that's happening inside your body every single day, whether you realize it or not. Your knee up like this. It's something that decides whether you get stronger or weaker, whether you rise from a chair with ease or struggle. Whether you feel confident walking across the room or reach out for support because your legs feel like they're not keeping up anymore. Something is a switch, a very important one. And it controls the process that literally builds your muscle. Now here's the amazing part, and you have the power to flip that switch. You don't need a prescription. You don't need an expensive supplement. You don't even need a gym membership. All you need is a specific nutrient. One that comes from real food. It's called leucine. Let me say that again. Leucine. It's an essential amino acid. Your body can't make it on its own, so you must get from your diet. And for older adults, this leucine is one of the most critical nutrients for turning muscle loss into muscle gain. Now, why is that? Well, inside every single one of your muscle cells, there's a signal system, like an internal communication board. When you move, exercise, or injure a muscle, your body wants to repair and rebuild it. But it doesn't start doing that automatically. It waits for the green light. Leucine is the green light. Leucine is the trigger that tells your body, hey! Start building new muscle now. It activates a pathway called mTOR, a fancy term, but all it really means is it kicks off the process of muscle protein synthesis. This is where your body takes the protein you eat, breaks it down, and uses it to rebuild your muscles stronger than before. Think of leucine like the foreman on a construction site. You might have all the bricks, protein, the tools, other nutrients, and the workers at your cells, but until the foreman says, let's go, nothing gets built. That's how important leucine is. Now here's where it becomes even more important for seniors like you and me. As we age, our bodies go through something called anabolic resistance. That's just a fancy way of saying our muscles don't respond to protein as easily as they used to. When we were younger, we could eat just a small amount of protein and our muscles would grow. But now we need more and we need better quality. This is why leucine-rich foods are absolutely vital. Let's take eggs as an example. Whole eggs, not just the whites. Eggs contain high quality, complete protein and a solid amount of leucine. When you eat 2 to 3 eggs, you're not just filling your belly, you're sending an instruction to your muscles. It's time to repair, rebuild, lift your knee up and get stronger. This is something I wish more seniors understood. Because the truth is, many are doing their best. They're eating meals, they're moving when they can, but they're missing the key nutrient that flips the switch. You can eat protein all day long, but if it's low in leucine, your body won't get that same muscle building message. It's like having the ingredients for a cake, but never turning on the oven. Nothing happens. But when you eat something rich in leucine, like eggs or quality animal proteins like chicken, turkey, or even Greek yogurt, you flip the switch on. Your muscles wake up, they get the signal to grow. Even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and beyond, this process still works. Your body is waiting for it. Let me share a quick story. A patient of mine in his early 80s had been struggling with balance. He was losing muscle, sitting more, afraid to fall. He's eating fairly healthy, but not enough protein, and certainly not enough leucine. We added just 2 things, 3 eggs in the morning and a 10-minute walk after breakfast. That's it. Nothing fancy. Within a few days, he said his legs felt more solid. Within 2 weeks, he stood up faster. After a month, he wasn't grabbing the table anymore when he walked across the room. Why? Because his body finally had the signal, the right amino acid at the right dose to flip the muscle building switch back on. That's what leucine does. It speaks the language you must understand, and here's the key. Your body can't store leucine. It doesn't hang around for days. You need to consume it regularly. Ideally in every main meal, especially breakfast, when your body is waking up and looking for fuel. I always recommend starting your day with a leucine-rich protein source. Eggs are an excellent choice. Add a little spinach, some berries, maybe a bit of avocado, and you've got a meal that's not only delicious, but functional. It's doing real work for your muscles. You see, nutrition isn't just about calories or avoiding bad foods. It's about giving your body signals. Positive, healing signals. And leucine is one of the most powerful ones there is. I know some people think it's too late. I'm too old to gain muscle? That's just not true. A study after study shows that older adults can build muscle and build it fast if they consume enough high quality protein and leucine. Even just a small bump in strength can make a huge difference. Imagine walking more steadily, standing up without effort, catching yourself before a fall. That's the power of a few grams of leucine a day into your body consistently. It's not magic. It's not hype. It's your biology, doing exactly what it was made to do once you give it the right signal. So the next time you eat, I want you to ask yourself, am I flipping the switch today? Am I giving my body what it needs, not just to survive, but to thrive? My friends, you are not broken. You are not past your prime. Your muscles are listening. Your body is capable. Let's speak the language it understands. Give it leucine. Flip the switch. Let healing begin. Stay strong. Stay determined. And as always, make it a great day. I want to bring your attention to one of the most powerful healing foods that nature has ever given us. And you might be surprised to hear this, because it's not a new supplement like this. It's not some miracle pill, and it's not hiding on a health food store shelf. It's something many of us have walked 1,000 times at the grocery store, something we've eaten for decades, but maybe haven't truly appreciated for what it really is. I'm talking about the humble whole egg. That's right. The whole egg, yolk and all. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, Doc, aren't eggs bad for your cholesterol? Don't they raise heart risk? Let me clear that up right now. The science has changed and the truth is clear. For the vast majority of people, whole eggs are not harmful to your cholesterol levels. In fact, they may help raise your good HDL cholesterol, improve brain health, balance hormones, and provide the exact nutrition your muscles and nerves need, especially as you age. And this isn't just about one or two nutrients. The whole egg is one of the most complete, bioavailable foods on the planet. It's like nature's multivitamin, custom built for healing, strength, and longevity. Let's talk about why. First of all, these eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids. These are the building blocks your body uses to repair and grow tissue, especially muscle tissue. Your body can't make these on its own. You must get them from food. That's what essential means. And here's what makes eggs special. Not only do they contain all the essential amino acids, but they're in the perfect ratios that your body can use immediately. That's called high biological value. And eggs rank at the very top. One of those amino acids, leucine, which we talked about earlier, is the key switch that tells your body, hey, time to build muscle. But leucine can't work alone. It needs the support of the other amino acids plus certain vitamins and minerals to complete the job. And guess what? The egg provides all of it. Let's break that down. You get about 7 to 7 grams of protein per egg. And when you eat 2 to 3 eggs, you're not just getting protein. You're getting the highest quality fuel your muscles, bones, brain, an immune system could ask for. But let's not stop at protein. The yolk, which many people use to avoid, is where the real magic happens. Inside the yolk, you'll find choline, a nutrient that supports brain health, memory, and the nervous system. Most people, especially seniors, are deficient in choline, and that can lead to mental fog, low energy, and even muscle weakness. Eggs help fix that. You also get vitamin D, which is essential for bone health, immune function, and even mood. And guess what? Most of us don't get nearly enough vitamin D from sunlight, especially older adults who spend more time indoors. Eggs help fill that gap. Egg yolks also contain B vitamins, including B12, which is absolutely critical for nerve function, red blood cell production, and energy. Low B12 in seniors can lead to fatigue, numbness, and even cognitive decline. 1 or 2 eggs a day, that's a game changer. And there's more selenium for immune support, lutein and zeaxanthin for eye health, and healthy fats that absorb fat-soluble vitamins like a D, E, and K. In other words, when you eat a whole egg, you're not just eating food, you're eating information. You're giving your body the nutrients it recognizes, knows how to use and wants to use to rebuild, repair, and restore strength. Now let's bring this back to your legs, your mobility, your independence. When you feed your muscles a nutrient-dense food like eggs, especially first thing in the morning, your body begins its repair work early. Your legs, hips, core, and glutes and those big, vital muscles that keep you standing tall are hungry for recovery. If you give them nothing but toast or cereal, they're starving for real nutrition. But when you give them whole eggs, you activate your natural repair system, you help reverse muscle breakdown, you fuel the creation of new, stronger muscle fibers. And here's the incredible part. This isn't a process that takes weeks to start. It begins within hours. That's how fast your body responds when it gets what it needs. Now, some people say Doc, I eat healthy already. And I say, that's great, but healthy doesn't always mean effective. We've been told to avoid fat, avoid cholesterol, eat low calorie, low protein meals, but what your body really needs, especially as you get older, is more protein, better quality protein, and all the supporting nutrients that come along with it. Whole eggs offer that complete package. They're easy to prepare, easy to digest, affordable, and versatile. You can boil them, scramble them, poach them, or make an omelet. You can have them with spinach, mushrooms, or avocado, however you like them. Just eat them whole, because removing the yolk removes the medicine. That's where the B vitamins, choline, vitamin D, and essential fats are hiding. That's the part your brain, nerves, and muscles are asking for. I always tell my senior patients, your plate is your pharmacy. Every bite you take can move you closer to strength or closer to weakness. And when you choose something as nutrient-rich as a whole egg, you're choosing power. You're choosing movement. You're choosing life. Think of it this way. If you eat 2 or 3 whole eggs every morning for the next 2 weeks, you'll be delivering dozens of muscle building, brain protecting, immune boosting nutrients to your body at the start of every day. And that consistency can transform how you feel, how you move, and how you age. You don't need powders. You don't need pills. You need food that talks to your body, and whole eggs do exactly that. So don't be afraid of them. Don't throw away the yolk. Embrace this gift of nature. It's one of the most powerful tools you have in your corner. Simple, accessible, and incredibly effective. If you want to walk better, stand taller, stay independent longer, start with what you put on your fork. Start with the whole egg. Your muscles are listening. Your brain is listening. And your future self will thank you for making this one small change every single morning. You've got this. Stay strong, stay smart, and as always, make it a great day. I want to talk to you about something that's easy to overlook but makes all the difference in how your body responds to the food you eat. We often focus so much on what we eat. And don't get me wrong, that's important. But today I want to shine a light on something just as vital when you eat and how consistently you nourish your body, especially when it comes to muscle health and strength. I know many seniors who are trying their best to eat right. They'll tell me, Doc, I'm eating protein. I'm being careful with my carbs. Like this, I'm even walking more. That's great. But then I ask, when are you getting your protein? Are you spacing it out? Are you giving your muscles what they need early in the day? And often the answer is no. They're saving most of their protein for dinner and starting the day with toast, cereal, coffee, maybe some fruit, but no real muscle building nutrition. And that, my friends, this is a missed opportunity. See, your body, especially as it ages, responds to timing and consistency more than ever. When you were young, you could skip breakfast, grab a sandwich at lunch like this, eat dinner at 9 p.m. and somehow still stay strong. But as you get older, everything slows down just a bit. Your body becomes less efficient at building and repairing muscle unless you're strategic. And the strategy is simple. You've got to feed your muscles regularly, especially in the morning, and do it consistently every day. Why is the morning so important? Because when you wake up, your body's been fasting all night. It's been breaking down tissue, using up nutrients, and you are in a catabolic state, which simply means your body is in a breakdown mode like this. If you skip protein in the morning, your muscles stay in that state longer. They're not getting the signal to grow. They're not being nourished. They're literally shrinking bit by bit like this. But when you give your body high quality protein with enough leucine, first thing in the morning, something amazing happens. You shift your body into anabolic mode. That means building, repairing and growing. You flip the switch. I always say breakfast is not just about energy. It's about sending a message. You're telling your body, I'm alive, I'm strong, and I'm going to support you today. Now, here's the challenge I see all the time. Seniors often eat the majority of their protein at dinner. They'll have 10 like this, maybe even 20 grams of protein at night, but almost nothing in the morning or afternoon. That's like trying to water a plant once a day and expecting it to thrive in the sun all day long. Your muscles want consistent nourishment, not just one big blast. Research shows that when you spread your protein intake evenly across the day, your body actually builds more muscle than if you eat the same total amount at once. So if you need 75 grams of protein in a day, you'll do better with 25 grams at breakfast, 25 at lunch, and 25 at dinner versus 10 in the morning and 50 at night. It's not just how much you eat, it's how you space it out. And here's where eggs become your best friend. 2 or 3 whole eggs in the morning give you not just high-quality protein, but the leucine and micronutrients your muscles are begging for after that overnight fast. Start your day with that like this. You're giving your body momentum. You're giving it a reason to hold on to muscle, not lose it. And when you do that every day, your body starts to listen. You don't feel the decline, you feel the shift. Your legs feel more stable. You rise from a chair easier. You walk a little taller. Why? Because consistency compounds. It builds on itself. And let me say something important here. Consistency doesn't mean perfection. You don't have to eat like a bodybuilder. You don't need to weigh every gram. What you need is a daily pattern, a rhythm your body can rely on. If you give your body just 20 or 30 grams of high quality protein 3 times a day, and especially if the first meal includes eggs or other leucine-rich foods, you're giving your body the messaging, stay strong, don't let go, build. And here's the beautiful part. This isn't about massive change overnight. This is about 1% improvements You eat the eggs, you nourish your muscles, this. And over time, you gain back what time tries to steal from you. This is your defense against muscle loss, against weakness, against frailty. You don't need a complicated diet. This. You don't need to obsess. But you do need to show up meal after meal, day after day, because your body notices. It's listening. And it's responding. This. Let's not forget something else. Protein timing helps your brain and blood sugar too. When you start your day with protein and healthy fat instead of sugar and starch, you avoid that mid-morning crash. Your brain stays sharp. Your energy lasts longer. You don't get those hunger spikes. That's the power of a high-protein, leucine-rich breakfast. That's the power of structure. So here's what I recommend all my patients, especially seniors who want stronger legs, better balance, and more energy. Eat 200 or 30 grams of high-quality protein within the first 12 hours of waking. Include leucine-rich foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, or cottage cheese. Repeat that again at lunch and dinner with poultry, fish, legumes, or more eggs if you like. Do it every day, even on weekends. Even when you're tired, even when you're traveling. Because consistency is the medicine. When you do this, you build a new foundation. Your body stops the slide. You begin to climb again. I've seen 70-year-olds who couldn't lift their legs properly regain full function. I've seen 80-year-olds go from walkers to walking independently. And often it started not with a drug, but with a nutrient repeated day after day at the right time. That's the message today. And be consistent. Be early. Be strategic. Your body wants to work with you. Just give it the tools and give them to it when it matters most. Your muscles don't retire just because you did. They're still ready to fight for you. So let's give them what they need. Stay committed, stay consistent, and as always, make it a great day. My friends, if you've listened this far, I want to tell you something from my heart. Your body is not broken. It's not too late. No matter your age, your condition, or your current limitations, your knee like this, your body is still listening, still capable of healing, strengthening, and restoring. You just have to give it the right message. And that message doesn't come from surgery. It doesn't come from sitting and waiting. It comes from movement, from nourishment, and most importantly, from consistency. When you feed your body real whole foods like eggs, rich in protein, leucine, healthy fats, and essential nutrients, you're not just eating, you're sending a signal. I want to heal. I want to grow stronger. I'm not giving up. We're not here to chase perfection. We're here to build patterns. Simple, sustainable steps that move you forward each day. You may not notice the change overnight, but the body is always working. Even while you sleep, it's repairing. And when you do your part, when you choose protein-rich foods at the right time, when you stand, walk, stretch, and move, you begin to feel that momentum build inside you. You were designed to thrive. You were made to walk, to stand tall, to live with confidence and dignity. And the science is on your side. We know that even in your 60s, 70s, 80s, and yes, even into your 90s, you can rebuild lost muscle. You can regain strength in your legs, restore your balance, and increase your energy. The key is not complexity, it's commitment. Start small, eat 2 or 3 whole eggs in the morning, add protein with lunch. Make dinner about nourishment, not just filling space. Keep moving and keep believing that what you do matters. Because it does. I've worked with thousands of people just like you. People who thought they were too old, too tired, or too weak. And I've seen what happens when they take that first step. They don't just get stronger legs. They get a new outlook. They begin to live again, not just exist. This is your moment. This is your body. And this is your time to take it back. Don't wait for motivation to knock on your door. Take action and motivation will find you. The food is there. The science is clear. The tools are simple. You just have to show up and use them every day the best you can. You've got more power inside you than you realize. Let's awaken that strength. Let's walk in that belief and let's do it together. Make the choice, make it daily, and as always, make it a great day.